Okay, this is our first video where I'd like to just talk to you about the very first process that I did in order to start the writing of the book. And the first process is, strangely, to start writing. So get yourself a notebook. Doesn't matter how posh it is, it doesn't have to be special, just a notebook. And you start writing anything at all. Hay House will guide you if you join their 4-day challenge, but I'm not going to tell you what they told me. I'm going to tell you what I have done with it. And that is I started to write. I started to write my thoughts, my feelings, my expression of myself. I wrote rubbish, I wrote scribble, I wrote profound words somewhere locked inside there. I looked for prompts. I looked for things that I could write about. I was training myself to write on a daily basis. And some considerable time into the writing, I found this book by Julia Cameron, The Artist's Way. Now, it's quite an old book, but this book talks about daily writing, and it's absolutely powerful. Whatever it is you want to do in life, you have to take action. The very first thing you have to do is decide you're going to take action, and then set up a rhythm of writing. And it might be that in the first days, you need to experiment with that. It might be that you have a time of day where you have that liberty and freedom to write. Or it might be that you carry your notebook with you, and when you're on the train or the bus, you just start writing. And it doesn't matter what the content is, it's just starting to create that flow. And after I'd done those sorts of experimental things with writing and prompts and looking at a flower and writing about it, or sitting by a tree and writing as if I was the tree, you know, all of those things, whatever creative way you can actually start that process, then just enjoy it. Because as an artist in a different format, which is glass, I understand that I make glass art and fiber art, not because I'm going to sell it. Of course, that's really nice if I do, but because I'm compelled to do it. And as an author, I would definitely say now, I feel compelled to do it. That was interesting. I used a term I've never used out loud before. I called myself an author. And I think that sort of moves on to a different area of our lives, and that is the definition of who we are and what it is that we want to communicate, which will give you the style of book you need to write, the genre of book you want to write. And what I have learned from being in lots of wonderful groups is that memoir is high on the agenda at the moment. People have got a lot of stories to tell. They're telling their story of pain, followed by transformation and the process of that transformation, in order that it will reach out to those of us that are in pain. And of course, there are many who have got wild imaginations and just need to get that down on paper. Now, as I said right at the beginning, I am no expert, and there's so much expertise out there. So definitely do some research. Find out how you publish. And of course, today, yes, you will get rejections if you put them out to publishers. And yes, it might cost you money, but there are some really simple ways to self-publish. Now, as I learned this, and I'm nowhere near that stage of learning that, but when I start learning it, I will share the snippets that I learn with you. Because if you just look at publishers and register with them, that is what I've done. And there's so much information in there. It's amazing. Now, of course, for me, I really wanted to have my hand held through this process. And that is why I joined up with Hay House membership. Anyway, so I've digressed, as often I will find myself digressing. So this one was just about writing and actually getting pen to paper or fingers to keys. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Whatever you're doing is where you want to do it. So please find no judgment in me if I've told you something that you totally disagree with. That's absolutely fine. I don't know you, and I wouldn't like you to take it personally in any way. I hope this very first video about that first action that we must take towards our dreams was of great value to you. Please like and subscribe. I've no idea how to put that as something on the bottom of my videos, so please just do what you can to support this channel as I spend many hours writing and really enjoy the time with you. So see you again soon. Thank you.